and she took us trick-or-treating. She tried to hold my hand, but I quick pulled it away. Yeah, only I'm not even a scaredy cat baby, I said. I am Screamy the Clown. And after that, I speeded up my feet, and I walked very fast in front of those two. Our first neighbor's house is where grouchy Miss Morty lives. Grouchy Miss Morty lives all by herself, with grouchy Mr. Morty. Their yard has lots of lawn decorations in it. Only do not accidentally take a little elf from their garden, or else grouchy Mrs. Morty will threaten to call the cops. I ran up their porch steps. There was a big trick-or-treat boy already there. He was ringing the doorbell. I looked at him very close. He was wearing fishing boots and a fishing pole. I waved at him with my clown gloves. Hello, how are you today? I am Screamy the Clown, I said. And I can scare the pants off people. The boy rolled his eyes at me. He didn't say any words. I pulled on his fishing pole very friendly. So what are you dressed as? I asked. The boy sucked his cheeks in his head. I'm a fisherman, you clown, he said. Fishermen have an attitude, apparently. That's how come I decided to scare the pants off that guy. I did a creepy clown grin. Then I stood on my tallest tippy toes and I screamed right in his face. Ah! I screamed. Just then, grouchy Miss Morty opened the front door, and she quick held her ears. Junie B. Jones! My word! Stop all that racket! I stopped my racket. Yeah, only I'm not actually Junie B. Jones, I explained. I am Screamy the Clown, and Screamy the Clown can scare the pants off people. The fisherman boy rolled his eyes again. I don't even know this clown, he said. I tapped on grouchy Mrs. Morty's arm. Trick or treat, trick or treat. Give me something good to eat, I sang, very amusing. Grouchy Mrs. Morty picked up a big bowl, and she gave us each an apple. It plopped very hard in the bottom of my bag. I stared down at that thing. Okie doke. Here is the problem, Miss Morty. I already have apples at my house, I said. I did a little frown. Also, I didn't say trick or fruit, I said. The fisherman boy laughed real loud. Then he leaned over next to me, and he dropped his apple down my clown pants, and he quick ran off the porch. I stood there very shocked. Okay, that is not actually acceptable, I said kind of mumbly. Just then, Mother came up the steps with Ollie and Cow. Mrs. Morty's face got nicer. She patted Ollie's cow head, and she gave him a Rice Krispie treat. I looked curious at that woman. Okay, see, I didn't actually know that Rice Krispie treats were available, I said. And so I would like to trade in these apples, please. I reached into my bag and my clown pants, and I tried to give the apples back. But grouchy Mrs. Morty did a grump face. I only made treats for little ones, she said. After that, she patted Ollie's head again, and she closed the door. Mother stared at me. My, that went well. It's only the first house, and you've already had an apple drop down your pants, she said. She did a big breath. And not only that, but you didn't even thank her for the apple, Junie B. I thought a second. But I'm not thankful for the apple, I said. Mother rolled her eyes. It doesn't matter, she said. When someone gives you a gift, you always, always, always say thank you. I scratched my head at that interesting news. Really? No kidding, I said. Thank you can be a fib, apparently. Who knew? Chapter 7. Dumb Cinderella. After we left grouchy Miss Morty's, we went to the rest of the houses on our street. I got raisins, a pencil, and a box of trail mix. I said thank you to all those people. This is the fibbingest day of my life, I told Mother. At the end of the block, we turned the corner. Then wowee, wow, wow. I saw 2 trick-or-treated girls coming my way. It was Cinderella and her fairy godmother. I just couldn't resist myself, I tell you. I made scary claws with my fingers, and I raised my arms in the air. Then I ran at those 2 like a whiz. Ah! I screeched. I'm Screaming the Clown! I'm Screaming the Clown! They stopped very fast and watched me with their eyes. I ran all around them in a scary circle. Ah! I screamed. Then finally I got dizzy, and I stopped to take a breather. While I breathed, I made a scary clown face. Grrr! I said, grrr! Cinderella looked at the fairy godmother. Do clowns say grrr? She asked. The fairy godmother shrugged her shoulders. What did she say her name was again? So Cinderella thought for a second. Creamy, she said. I think she said Creamy the clown. I stomped my feet. Not Creamy, Screamy, I hollered. I'm Screamy the clown, and I can scare the pants off you. Then I made more claws, and I jumped up and down, very frightening. Boo! I shouted. Boo! And I mean it! They looked at each other and did more shrugs. Cinderella started walking again. Sorry, Creamy, but you're just not scary, she said. The fairy godmother nodded. You're making a fool out of yourself, sister, she said. Then she boinked me on the head with her wand, and she started walking too. I stood there real glum. Pretty soon, Mother and Ollie caught up with me. Mother said I am acting like a lunatic, and I have to stay with her and Ollie. Then she held my spenders so I couldn't run away anymore. My shoulders slumped very much. Yeah, only why would I even run away again? I said. 'Cause I guess I can't scare a flea, I tell you. I glanced down at my big fat pants. I look like a clown in this get-up, I said, real embarrassed. I did not feel brave any more. Finally, Mother let go of my spenders and she held my hand. I walked real slow and nervous, and I looked for monsters in the dark. Also, I swatted at the air over my head, or else a bat might land in my clown wig. Mother kept on pulling me. Come on, Junie B, move your feet, she said. Just then I heard voices behind me. I quick spun around. And oh no, it was a witch! A witch was behind me on the sidewalk, and she was walking with a skeleton guy. I quick yanked my hand away from my mother, and I dived behind a bush. Scatter, people, scatter! I yelled. Junie B, come back! Called Mother. My heart pounded and pounded, but I did not go back. Instead, I crouched into a teensy clown ball, and I peeked through the bush branches. The witch was wearing a pointy black witch hat and a long black witch dress. She passed Mother on the sidewalk. Hello, said Mother. Moo, said Ollie. The witch laughed at him. I think she means boo, she said to the skeleton. Then both of them laughed some more, and they kept on walking. I flopped on my back, very relieved. Phew, I said. That was a close one. Then I wiped my nervous head, and I tried to calm my breathing. Only too bad for me, 'cause all of a sudden, Mother came running around the bush, and she got me by my spenders again, and this time she didn't let go. Chapter 8. Candy. Dear little candy wrapper that I am writing on with my new pencil. Halloween was a very long night. After the witch, we saw 2 monsters and 3 more witches. Witches are big candy eaters, apparently. I hid behind Mother till they were gone. Ollie mooed at them. Cows are braver than they look. From Junie B. Jones. After I finished writing, I pulled off my clown nose and I did a breath of fresh air. I am glad that night is over, I said, real relieved. Just then, Grandpa Miller came in my room to say goodbye. He and Grandma were going to the airport to pick up my daddy from his new business trip. Only bad news, 'cause Daddy wouldn't be home till after I was asleep, so I couldn't even see him till morning. I hugged Grandpa very tight, and I gave him my trail mix to eat in the car. Frank Miller will eat anything. Mother was giving Ollie a bath. I dumped my Halloween bag out of my bed, and I lined up my stuffed animals to look at it. Whoa, said my Raggedy Andy named Larry. You got 1,000,000 candy bars almost. Yes, said my Raggedy Ann named Ruth. Too bad about the dumb apples and raisins, but the rest of it looks good. I know, I said. Mother took Ollie and me on 4 entire streets, and it was very scary, but I made it a good haul. Philip looked at me, surprised. It was scary? He asked. How come it was scary? I thought you were being screamy. I sighed, very tired. Yeah, only nobody was afraid of Screamy, I said. Not even a fisherman or dumb Cinderella or her crazy old fairy godmother. After that, all of my stuffed animals hopped on my lap, and we did a group hug. Don't worry, said Philip Johnny Bob. You will be braver next year, I bet. I nodded. Yes, I said. Next year I will be a cow. After that, I started to count my candy. Philip did a gasp. Peanuts? He said. Is that peanuts I see? I did a giggle. Then I opened up the peanuts and I put one on Philip's trunk. It fell out again. Shoot, said Philip. I tried 2 more times. Then I took him to my desk and I taped the peanut in there. He said, delicious. After that, I gave a peanut to Larry and Ruth and Teddy, and I ate the rest myself. Also, I ate gummy worms, and I chewed my pack of sugarless gum. After a while, Mother called to me from Ollie's room. Junie B, did you wash your face and take off your costume yet? It's really late, honey. You've got to go to bed. I shut my door very quiet, because I was too sleepy to wash my face, that's why. I quick took off my clown pants, and I crawled under my covers. I'm already in bed, Mother, I called back. I yawned, very sleepy. I'm going to go to sleep now, okay? See you in the morning. And I turned out my lights, and I pulled the sheets way over my head so Mother wouldn't see that I didn't wash my face. My eyes felt very heavy and pooped. I did another yawn, then I went right to sleep, and I dreamed I was a cow. Chapter 9. Welcome Home. In the middle of my dream, I thought I heard my door open. I opened my sleepy eyes a tiny bit. Junie B, whispered a voice. It was still dark in my room. I rolled over to see who was talking. Then all of a sudden, the voice yelled real loud. Ah! It said. I sat straight up. My heart pounded and pounded. Someone was standing right next to my bed. I squinted to see who it was. And guess what? I think it was my daddy. He was standing in the dark, and his hand was over his mouth, and he was looking at my scary clown face. Daddy? I whispered. Is that you? Junie B? Is that you? Daddy whispered back. I turned on my light. Oh my gosh, he said. No wonder you startled me. You still have your makeup on. Just then, Mother came hurrying into my room. Junie B. Jones, I told you to wash that clown makeup off, she said. You could have scared your poor daddy to death. Daddy was patting his heart with his hand. Sorry, Daddy. Sorry I scared you, I said. Sorry, sorry, sorry. After that, I sat there for a second, then my mouth did a little grin. Did I really scare you, Daddy? Huh? Did I? You're not just saying that, are you? I really, really scared you, right? Mother looked annoyed at me. My goodness, Junie B. I've never seen anyone who is so thrilled about scaring people. It's not a very nice thing to do, you know. She quick grabbed a tissue and tried to wipe my clown face off. Great, she said. All this does is make you smudgy. I giggled at that funny word. Then I peeked around her at Daddy. Boo! I'm smudgy, I said. I'm Smudgy the Clown. Daddy raised up his eyebrows. Oh, you are you? He said. Then he quick plopped on my bed, and we tickled each other very silly. After we got done, we hugged, and I hugged very much, 'cause I miss that guy, I tell you. I showed Daddy all my Halloween stuff. If it wasn't for those dumb apples and raisins, I would have had 100% candy now, I explained. And so wait till you hear this. Daddy said he would eat my raisins, and Mother said she would eat my apples. And so now my candy is 100% perfect. Finally, Mother put all my candy bars back in my bag, and she washed my face with a washcloth. Then she and Daddy tucked me back into bed, and they closed my door. Only here is the bestest thing of all. 'Cause as soon as my mother was gone, Daddy quick opened my door again, and he whispered a quiet secret. Psst, he said real soft. You scared the pants off me, Junie B. Jones. I giggled at that nice compliment. Then I hugged Philip Johnny Bob real happy, and I smiled myself to sleep. The end.